Perhaps first class wasn't the right place for you.
Excuse me?
You heard me. We have expectations up here, and certain behaviors aren't acceptable.
You know, you both should be ashamed of yourselves. That woman is clearly struggling, and instead of showing compassion, you're making it worse.
Excuse me, sir, can I get you anything to drink or perhaps a snack?
No, thank you. I'm fine for now.
Are you sure there's nothing I can help you with?
I'm all set though. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just doing my job.
Something's not right here.
Good afternoon. What can I get you to drink?
Finally. I asked for coffee 20 minutes ago, and when you brought it, it was barely lukewarm.
Oh, I apologize for that. Would you like me to get you a fresh cup?
Of course I want a fresh cup. That's what I just said, isn't it?
I'll need to brew a new pot, so it just might take a few minutes.
Are you making excuses? I shouldn't have to wait for decent service. God, this is ridiculous. I have flown first class on this airline for years, and I've never experienced such incompetent service. You clearly don't know how to do your job properly.
Ma'am, I'm really just trying my best.
Okay, well, your best isn't good enough. Where's your supervisor? I want to speak to someone who actually knows what they're doing.
Yeah, excuse me, but maybe you could give her a break. She's clearly having a difficult day, and she's doing her best to serve everyone professionally.
Okay, and who exactly do you think you are to interfere with my conversation with the staff?
I'm just another passenger who thinks people deserve to be treated with basic respect.
Basic respect. I have every right to expect the proper service when I'm paying for it. Her personal problems are none of my concern.
Look, everyone has bad days, okay? A little patience goes a long way.
I don't need a lecture from some random passenger about incompetent service, okay? If she can't do her job, then she shouldn't be here.
Hey, what seems to be the problem here? Sarah, are you causing problems again with passengers?
No, sir, I was just trying to...
Ma'am, I sincerely apologize for any inconvenience my staff member has caused you.
Finally, someone with actual authority. Your employee here has been making excuses and proving substandard service.
This is embarrassing to the airline. You're making us look unprofessional in front of our valued customers. I've told you before about your attitude problem. You need to get your act together immediately or you won't have a job much longer.
I was just trying to explain that.
I don't want to hear any of your pathetic excuses. Just do your job properly, for once.
I need to, excuse me, sorry.
Again, my sincere apologies. The problem has been handled.
Thank you. It's so refreshing to deal with someone who understands customer service.
You know, you both should be ashamed of yourselves. That woman is clearly struggling, and instead of showing compassion, you're making it worse.
Sir, I appreciate your concern, but staff management is not something passengers need to worry about.
Unbelievable. Excuse me.
I'm sorry, sir, is there something you need?
You don't need to pretend with me. What just happened back there was completely unfair.
It's part of the job, I guess.
No, it's not. That was abuse, plain and simple.
Richard, he's been making my life miserable for months. Nothing I do is ever good enough. He criticizes everything, undermines me in front of passengers, creates impossible standards.
That's not leadership. That's bullying.
Seems to enjoy humiliating us, especially women on the crew. But I can't quit. I have a 4-year-old daughter at home who depends on me.
You're a single mother?
Yeah, and airline jobs, they're hard to come by. Benefits, the schedule, flexibility. I mean, I need this job, but Richard makes every day hell.
How long has this been going on?
8 months, ever since he got promoted to head flight attendant. Before that, I actually loved this job. I was good at it.
I'm sure you were. I can tell you care about doing right by people.
I don't know anymore. Maybe I'm just as incompetent as he says. Maybe I don't belong here.
Don't let him make you doubt yourself. Sometimes things have a way of turning around when you least expect it.
What do you mean?
The right person showing up at the right time can make all the difference. Don't lose hope just yet.
I don't understand. What are you saying exactly?
Just wait and see. In the meantime, hold on to your dignity. Remember that you deserve to be treated with respect. Good employees are valuable, and the right leadership will recognize and protect that value.
You talk like you know something I don't.
Maybe I do.
You there? Hello? Yeah, hi. Where is my fresh coffee? I've been waiting forever.
I'm working on that right now, ma'am. I apologize for the delay.
Working on it? What exactly have you been doing this whole time? This is ridiculous. I specifically requested fresh coffee, and you've been ignoring me. This is the worst service experience I've ever had.
Ma'am, I understand your frustration, but
No, you don't understand anything. You're providing substandard service and making excuses for your incompetence. I demand to speak to someone in charge. This is unacceptable. I'm gonna file complaints against the airline about your unprofessional behavior.
What's the problem now, Sarah? Ma'am, what has she done wrong this time?
She has been ignoring my requests, making excuses, and providing terrible service. I've never been treated so poorly.
You know, this is the second incident today. You are repeatedly causing problems with our passengers.
Exactly. She clearly doesn't understand customer service or how to treat paying customers with respect.
Sarah, your performance today has been completely unacceptable. You're embarrassing this airline.
if you would just let me explain what actually happened.
I don't want to hear any more of your excuses. Your attitude is the problem here.
Yes, she has been rude and unprofessional from the moment I spoke to her.
But please just listen to me for 1 second.
The only thing I need to hear is that you understand how badly you have failed today.
I can't. I mean, this isn't
That's
fair.
enough.
It's just.
Richard Henderson, head flight attendant, employee ID 7749, and you must be Patricia Wellington, platinum status member since 2018.
Who are you?
I'm Michael Thompson, CEO of this airline.
Wait, what?
I've been watching this entire situation unfold, and what I've witnessed today goes against everything this airline stands for.
Mr. Thompson, sir, I had no idea. I was simply just trying to handle a customer service situation.
By publicly humiliating one of our employees, by creating a hostile work environment, by completely failing to investigate what actually happened, this airline was built on principles of respect, dignity, and excellent customer service. That extends to how we treat each other, not just our passengers. And you, Miss Wellington, your treatment of our staff has been completely unacceptable.
I was just expecting proper service.
You were bullying someone who was trying to help you. That's not the kind of customer we want representing our airline. Richard, your leadership style is toxic and destructive. You have no place in an organization that values its employees. You're terminated effective immediately upon landing.
Sir, please. I can change. This was clearly a misunderstanding.
There's no misunderstanding. I saw exactly who you are today. Miss Wellington, you are permanently banned from flying with this airline. Customers who abuse our staff members are not welcome, regardless of their status or spending.
You can't do this to me. I spend thousands of dollars on this airline every year.
My decision is final and non-negotiable.
You'll regret this.
You're the cutest. Oh, you look just like your mommy. Glad you didn't get your daddy's nose. Oh, no, mommy's sorry. Okay, you're getting fussy. All right, baby girl. Okay, let's...
Oh, excuse me, ma'am, but you need to stop doing what you're doing immediately.
I'm sorry, what?
This isn't the appropriate place or time for such activities. You'll need to stop right now.
I don't understand. Why do I need to stop? My daughter is hungry and she needs to eat.
This is first class. Our passengers expect a certain level of decorum and sophistication when they're traveling with us. What you're doing is inappropriate and it's making other passengers uncomfortable.
I'm breastfeeding. It's legal. I'm covered. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm being discreet and I'm not bothering anyone.
You may think you're being discreet, but others are noticing. Some have already given me looks.
Oh, looks. That must be serious. Should I apologize for having a child?
You need to be considerate of the atmosphere we're trying to maintain. People pay a premium for peace and professionalism.
Peace and professionalism don't include shaming mothers for feeding their babies.
I know what's best for the cabin environment, and you are definitely bothering other passengers, even if they're too polite to say anything directly to you.
No one has said a word to me, just you. You're projecting your discomfort onto everyone else.
I'm simply enforcing our standards. If you don't respect that, perhaps first class wasn't the right place for you.
Excuse me?
You heard me. We have expectations up here, and certain behaviors aren't acceptable, no matter what excuses people give.
Actually, you're not bothering me at all. In fact, I think it's wonderful to see a mother caring for her child.
Thank you.
Sir, I appreciate your opinion, but you're just one passenger. I have a responsibility to everyone in this cabin.
And that responsibility includes respecting people's rights. She's not breaking any rules, and she's certainly not disturbing anyone until you made a scene.
You're obviously just being a gentleman, and you're too polite to complain, but I know you must be uncomfortable with this situation. All of our passengers deserve to travel in comfort.
I can assure you that I'm genuinely not bothered by this at all. Please continue feeding your daughter. The baby's needs should come first.
Thank you. I really mean it.
Fine. You can finish this time, but you need to be done before the meal service begins. I don't want to see this behavior during our food service. Is that understood?
Yes, I understand. I'll be finished before then.
Good. I'm glad we have an understanding.
How are you doing? Are you feeling better after that unpleasant interaction?
I have to admit, what she said really upset me. She made me feel like I was doing something wrong, even though I know I have every right to feed my baby.
You know, you should just try to ignore her behavior. Some people are unhappy with their own lives or their jobs, and they take out their frustrations on others for no good reason.
Thank you for saying that. It really means a lot to have someone supportive, especially since I'm traveling alone with a baby for the first time.
Is this your first child?
Yeah, she's 6 months old. And this is our first flight together. I was already nervous about traveling with a baby, and the flight attendant's attitude made everything so much worse.
You know, I have 2 children myself, though they're all grown up now. God, I miss those early days when they were babies. You know, seeing you with your daughter brings back such wonderful memories.
I can already tell I'm gonna miss this phase. When she gets older, despite how exhausting it can be right now, every day she changes. It's just a little bit more that I can't deal with.
Treasure these moments. Don't let anyone make you feel ashamed for being a good mother. What you're doing is the most natural thing in the world, and you should be proud of how well you're caring for your child.
You're very kind. I wish more people understood that mothers are just trying to do their best for their children.
Most people do understand. Unfortunately, there are always a few who think they know better than everyone else.
I keep thinking about what I should have said to her. I hate that I just agreed to her demands instead of standing up for myself.
No, you handled it perfectly. You stayed calm, you protected your daughter, and you avoided escalating the situation. That takes real strength.
I suppose you're right. I just don't want anyone to think that I'm being unreasonable or causing problems.
Trust me, you're not the one causing problems here.
I think she's finally getting drowsy. Maybe we both can get some rest before we land.
Sounds like a perfect plan.
I specifically told you not to be doing this when I returned for the food service.
I'm so sorry, but she woke up hungry again, and I can't ignore a crying baby on a plane full of people. You understand, don't you?
What I understand is that you were given clear instructions and you chose to ignore them. That shows a lack of respect for my authority and for the other passengers around you.
With all due respect, your instructions don't override my daughter's needs. She's an infant. She doesn't understand timing or service cards.
And yet somehow every other parent on every other flight manages to show a bit more cooperation.
I'm doing the best I can. You're treating me like I'm being difficult, and I'm not. I'm being a mom.
Since you chose to disregard my specific instructions, you will not be receiving your meal until later, after everyone else has been served. Maybe that will help you remember to follow the rules next time.
Wait, you're withholding food from me because I fed my baby?
Why are you punishing her? She doesn't deserve this kind of treatment.
Sir, I'm simply enforcing standards. This passenger chose to ignore a direct request. There are consequences for that.
I can't believe we're still talking about this.
Consequences for her not feeding her child?
This isn't about the baby. It's about the cooperation and respect for cabin rules.
No, it's about control. And you're trying to assert it in the most demeaning way possible. There's no rule that says a breastfeeding mother can't feed her child during meal service.
I didn't ask for this. I just wanted to feed her quietly.
Exactly. She wasn't asking for attention. You made it an issue. She's feeding her child discreetly, quietly, legally. You've done nothing but escalate, embarrass, and now punish her for it. That's no professionalism. That's harassment.
With all due respect, sir, you're not a part of the crew. You don't know what it's like to maintain order in a cabin at 35,000 feet.
I know exactly what it's like to maintain standards. And this isn't order. This is personal bias dressed up as airline policy.
You don't have to do this. I can just...
You don't have to shrink to make someone else comfortable. You've done nothing wrong.
If you're that uncomfortable with how I'm handling it, feel free to file a complaint after landing. But right now, I'm in charge of this cabin and I've made my decision.
And I'm telling you, it's the wrong one. Completely out of line.
I won't have passengers undermining me in front of others. If you continue interfering, I'll have to report this to the captain.
This is so frustrating.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Sir, for the last time, I need you to mind your own business. This matter is between me and this passenger, not you.
Actually, this absolutely is my business.
What do you mean by that?
I'm David Martinez, CEO of this airline. I make it a point to travel on our flights regularly to observe the quality of service firsthand.
Oh my God, there's been a misunderstanding, sir. I was just trying to maintain our standards. I didn't mean... I was just doing my job.
What I've witnessed is not maintaining standards. It's harassment and discrimination against a mother who is simply caring for her child.
But I was just following company policy. We have rules about these things.
No, there is no company policy against breastfeeding. In fact, our airline strongly supports the rights of nursing mothers. We've had that policy in place for over 5 years.
I must have been thinking of some other guideline. I really was just trying to ensure passenger comfort.
You're terminated from your position with this airline, effective immediately upon landing. Your behavior is a liability to this company and completely unacceptable.
You can't do this. I'll file a complaint about this decision. This is completely unfair and unreasonable.
Well, you're welcome to file any complaint you choose, but no reasonable person or tribunal would side with someone who harassed a nursing mother. This airline has zero tolerance for discrimination of any kind. Ma'am, I'm deeply sorry that you had to experience this treatment on my airline. Jessica's behavior is in no way represents our company's values or the way we want our passengers to be treated.
I don't know what to say. I never expected.
As a gesture of goodwill, I'd like to offer you complimentary first-class travel for you and your daughter for the next 2 years, along with priority boarding and any special accommodations you might need when traveling with your child.
That's incredibly generous. I don't know how to thank you. I never expected such kindness from a complete stranger.
You shouldn't have to thank me for treating you with basic human decency. That's the minimum you should expect from any airline. I want you to immediately bring this passenger the finest meal we have available in first class, and then I want you to leave both mother and baby completely alone for the remainder of this flight. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
You should never have to apologize for being a good mother. My airline will always welcome families, and I'll make sure every member of our staff understands that.
Thank you so much. You turned what was becoming a terrible experience into something I'll remember for all the right reasons.
Well, enjoy the rest of your flight. And please don't hesitate to let me know if there's anything else you or your daughter needs.
You hear that, baby? We got flight for 2 years, first class. We going to Paris, mon chéri.
He should be here any minute. His resume was interesting.
That's one way to put it. Let's see what he's really like in person.
Gentlemen, lady, I've decided to downgrade myself from pilot to head flight attendant because I want to fix the customer service problems plaguing modern aviation. Miss, could Could you take my jacket and hang it up? I don't want it getting wrinkled.
I'm sorry, what?
My jacket. I assume you have somewhere to hang it up properly. I just quit my job as a captain at the other airline because their management couldn't handle my innovative ideas. You know, Chuck Yeager, personally, right? Great guy. We had dinner last month.
Chuck Yeager has been dead for several years.
Right. I meant his successor. Anyway, I've already told Aviation Weekly and Flight Magazine about my career change. They're planning feature articles about the captain who became a flight attendant to revolutionize customer service.
Something seems off about your uniform. That jacket doesn't match any airline I know.
Custom made by European designers. Look, regular airline uniforms are beneath my standards. Plus, this costs more than most people make in a month.
I see. Well, shall we begin the actual interview?
Fire away. Though I should warn you, probably overqualified for this position.
Why don't you demonstrate some basic flight attendant safety procedures for us?
Safety demonstrations? Please, that's elementary compared to flying commercial aircraft, but sure. I'll show you how it's really done.
Well, this should be good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Now, in the unlikely event of an emergency, your nearest exit is right there. Now, for your seatbelt, you simply and if cabin pressure drops, these oxygen masks will fall from above and you put them on just like this.
That's not...
Please don't interrupt. I'm demonstrating advanced techniques here. All right. Now, in case of a water landing, use your seat cushion as a swimming pool.
Turn that off.
Remember, in an emergency, panic is your best friend.
You need to stop. All right, everything you're saying is wrong.
Excuse me, but ground crew should not interrupt when a pilot is speaking.
Ground crew. I'm a senior flight attendant.
Right. And I've been flying planes since before you learned how to walk. Now, in case of an alien invasion, we use the secret purple emergency signal. And if we encounter turbulence caused by time travel, everyone must hold hands and sing the national anthem backwards.
Is he serious right now? Oh my...
Alarm system, emergency. All passengers prepare for evacuation. This is intentional. I was testing the responsiveness of the safety systems.
Do you know how to turn this off?
Of course I do. I'm a pilot.
Let me handle this.
Okay, let's try something a little different. Jill, would you mind role-playing a difficult passenger? Bob, can you show us your customer service skills?
Excellent. My pilot training makes me superior at handling passenger psychology.
Excuse me, sir, but I'm really upset about my flight being delayed. How can you help me?
Hey, listen here, you ungrateful passenger. Do you have any idea how hard it is to run an airline? I should have removed you from this aircraft by security.
Bob, that
Don't
is
tell me
not...
how to handle passengers. I've dealt with thousands of them.
Okay, the correct response would be to acknowledge her concern and offer assistance.
Hey, I don't need advice from some washed-up flight attendant who never had the intelligence to become a pilot. Probably peaked in high school.
I see.
Like, I don't need this. None of you understand what real aviation expertise looks like.
I should mention that I'm not just a senior flight attendant. I'm also the wife of this airline's CEO. My husband asked me to observe interviews to help identify toxic candidates.
You're what?
Yeah, I've been recording this entire interview as part of our new hiring documentation policy. Every moment of your behavior has been captured.
You can't. That's not legal.
Actually, it's completely legal. You were informed about recording policies when you signed the interview consent forms.
Hey, give me that!
Oh, my clothes!
Oh my gosh, you should clean this up right now.
Hey, stop! Cleaning is beneath someone of my caliber. I mean, what I meant was...
We heard exactly what you meant.
You know what? You are all very dramatic. Did you know that?
Well, Bob, thank you for your time. I think we have everything we need.
Excellent. So, when do I start? And also, what's my salary gonna be? And I assume you want me to begin training your other flight attendants immediately. I can also help redesign your safety procedures. I mean, what I demonstrated today was just the beginning.
Yeah, I'm afraid I have some news for you, Bob.
One signing bonus?
Not exactly. You won't be getting this job. In fact, your behavior has been so unprofessional that I'm recommending you be banned from applying to any airline in our corporate network.
That's impossible. I'm clearly the most qualified candidate you've ever seen.
Actually, That brings me to another point. Your pilot credentials are completely fake.
What are you talking about?
During your emergency lightning fiasco, I texted my husband. He has relationships with every major carrier. No airline has heard of you, and your pilot's license doesn't exist in any database.
Oh, that's because I work for something very classified operations, very hush hush shh stuff.
Also, I recognize your uniform. I bought the same one for my boyfriend's costume party last year. It's from partycity.com for $39.99.
Okay, that is impossible. That is custom European design.
There's still a size sticker on the back of your collar.
You know what? Fine. You want the truth? I was testing you. This was all an elaborate quality control experiment to see if you would hire someone unqualified.
A quality control experiment, huh?
Exactly. And you failed the test.
By not hiring someone with fake credentials who threw things and screamed at passengers?
You clearly don't understand the complexity of what I was doing here.
Bob, our airline values honesty, competence, and respect for colleagues above all else. You've demonstrated none of these qualities. Your deception about your background makes you unsuitable for any position within our company.
I should also mention that this interview recording, it'll be used for our training programs as an example of what not to do in an interview.
You can't do that!
Thousands of airline employees will see your performance for years to come. You'll be a legendary example of interview failure.
You know what, fine. But I'll post a negative review about your airline all over the internet. Hey, I have connections in the media.
That's interesting because impersonating a federal aviation professional is actually a very serious crime. Your fake pilot credentials and costume uniform could get you in real legal trouble.
Legal trouble?
The FAA takes pilot impersonation very seriously, especially when it's done to deceive potential employers.
This isn't over.
Actually, it is.
Well, that was...
Unbelievable.
This is going to make quite the training video.
At least we know our screening process works. Eventually.
I feel sorry for whatever airline he tries next.
After today, I don't think there will be a next airline. You know what the scary part is? He actually believed he was qualified.
That's what makes people like him so dangerous. They have no idea how incompetent they are.
At least our passengers will never have to deal with him.
Amen to that. $39.99 for a costume uniform. I gotta remember to tell my husband about that one.
Oh, sweetheart, I can't wait to see you tomorrow night. How are rehearsals going? That's my girl. I know you're gonna be amazing up there. You've been working so hard on your lines. Now remember what we practiced about projecting your voice. And don't forget to have fun with it. The audience is going to love you. Yes, Mommy will be there. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I should be landing by 3, so I'll have plenty of time to get to the school.
Good morning, sir. Welcome aboard. Is there anything I can get started for you today? Perhaps a mimosa or some fresh coffee?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm all set. Everything looks perfect.
Wonderful. Please do not hesitate to let me know if you need anything at all during the flight. Excuse me, I'm gonna need to see your boarding pass.
I'm sorry, what?
You heard me. I need to see your boarding pass and ID, please.
Honey, something just came up here. Can I call you back in a few minutes? I love you too, baby. I'll call you right back, okay? Be good. I'm sorry, but why do you need to see my boarding pass? I'm already seated.
Ma'am, I don't need to explain airline policy to you. I just need to see your documentation now, or I'll have to call security.
I don't understand. I have my boarding pass, but I don't see why I need to verify my seat when I'm clearly already sitting in first class.
It's standard procedure. I don't need to give you explanations.
You didn't ask him for his boarding pass.
That's absolutely right. She didn't ask me for any documentation.
Sir, I don't need to see your documents, only hers.
Are you asking for my documents because I'm black?
Yeah, I'd like to hear the answer to that question too.
This has nothing to do with race. I'm just doing my job.
Then what is the real issue here?
Look, if you must know, You don't have the right look for first class.
What do you mean by look?
You don't seem like someone who can afford to fly first class. This airline caters to a very exclusive clientele, and frankly, you don't fit the profile.
So you're making an assumption about me based on my race and appearance?
Fine. Think whatever you want. I still need to see your boarding pass and credit card if you want to stay in this seat. I need to verify the payment method at the gate counter. I'm not convinced this ticket was purchased legitimately.
Okay, now wait just a minute. That is completely inappropriate.
Sir, this doesn't concern you. Please stay in your seat.
Like hell it doesn't concern me. You're accusing a paying passenger of fraud with absolutely no evidence.
Expensive first-class tickets are sometimes purchased with stolen credit cards. Given the circumstances, I have reasonable suspicion about how you could afford such an expensive seat.
This is completely inappropriate and discriminatory. You have no right to question my ability to purchase a ticket.
She's absolutely right. Leave her alone.
I am going to double check anyway. Sometimes fraudulent purchases slip through our system and scammers will do anything to fly first class without paying. People try all sorts of tricks.
I can't believe this is happening.
I am so sorry you're having to deal with this. What she's doing is completely wrong.
In 2025, I thought we were past this kind of treatment.
We should be, but clearly some people haven't gotten the message.
It's my daughter again. She's probably worried. Hi, sweetie. No, everything's okay. There's just a small delay with my seat assignment. The plane might take off a little late, but I promise I'll be there for your plate. Mommy wouldn't miss it for the world. I might be a few minutes late for my presentation tomorrow morning, but don't worry about that. That's grown-up stuff. I love you too, baby. I have to go now, but I'll see you tomorrow night. Break a leg up there. She's only 8, but she worries about me when she hears stress in my voice.
Well, you handled that beautifully. You know, she's lucky to have a mom like you.
I hope this doesn't make me miss anything important. I have a major client presentation first thing tomorrow morning, and then her school plays tomorrow night.
Oh, that's amazing. What do you do for work?
I'm a marketing executive at Henderson & Associates. We're presenting a campaign to a potential client that could make or break our quarter.
Well, that sounds like important work.
I've worked my way up from entry-level position over the past 8 years. Everything I have earned through hard work and determination. I would never do anything dishonest to get ahead.
No, I can tell. You know, and for what it's worth, you'll get through this. That flight attendant, she's ignorant and racist, and she's going to face consequences for her actions.
Thank you for saying that. And thank you for speaking up back there. A lot of people would have just looked the other way.
Well, what she's doing is just wrong, plain and simple. I mean, you deserve to be treated with respect and dignity, just like any other passenger.
You'd think that would go without saying, but apparently not everyone got that memo.
Trust me, she's going to regret her behavior. You'll be at your destination on time, and she'll have to answer for what she's done here today.
I hope you're right. I really need this trip to go smoothly.
Here are your documents.
So now will you leave me alone?
Yes, I'll leave you alone. But I want to say that I still think people like you don't belong in first class. There is still something fishy about your ticket as far as I'm concerned.
I still can't believe that you think you're doing your job when you're actually harassing a successful professional who works hard for everything she has. It's 2025. People should be respectful and stop making judgments based on race and stereotypes. We're better than this.
See, you're getting aggressive now. You're just proving my point about your type.
Of course I'm upset. You're testing my patience by treating me like I'm a criminal for no reason other than the color of my skin. I'm completely appalled that someone like you could work for an airline. Flight attendants are supposed to serve passengers from all backgrounds and treat everyone with respect.
She's absolutely right.
You're narrow-minded and unprofessional, despite working in an international environment where you should be celebrating diversity, not discriminating against it.
Whatever you have to say doesn't matter to me. All I'm doing is protecting my job and this airline's reputation. I could lose my job if I let suspicious passengers remain in premium seats. I'm just being cautious.
You know, you're absolutely right about one thing. You could lose your job, but for an entirely different reason than you think. I wasn't planning on having to reveal my identity today. I was just trying to get home from a business trip and observe how employees interact with passengers.
What do you mean?
I'm Richard Morrison, CEO of Morrison Airlines. This is my airline. I was traveling undercover to get a first-hand look at our customer service, and your behavior has forced me to reveal myself.
Mr. Morrison, I was having a bad day. This isn't how I normally behave. I'm usually very professional.
Yeah, well, what I witnessed today was unacceptable discrimination against a paying customer. You racially profiled Miss
Johnson, Carla Johnson.
You racially profiled Miss Johnson, questioned her right to be in first class based solely on her appearance, and accused her of credit card fraud without any evidence whatsoever.
Please, Mr. Morrison, I can explain. I really was just trying to protect the airline. Sometimes we do have issues with fraudulent tickets.
Now, in my 15 years running this airline, I have never seen such blatant discrimination from one of our employees. Your behavior is not only morally reprehensible, it's also a legal liability for this company. You're fired, effective immediately. Please, gather your things and leave this aircraft.
You can't fire me. I have rights. I was just doing my job.
Your job is to ensure passenger safety and comfort, not to harass customers based on their race. You violated company policy and federal anti-discrimination laws.
This is ridiculous. I have worked for this airline for 6 years.
And in those 6 years, how many other passengers have you treated this way?
Fine. I never liked working for this airline anyway. Dealing with difficult passengers and impossible management. This company is going downhill anyway.
Goodbye. Miss Johnson, I sincerely apologize what you experienced today. This kind of treatment is absolutely unacceptable and does not represent the values of our airline.
Thank you. Thank you for standing up for me. I honestly didn't know what was going to happen.
Well, you handled yourself with incredible grace and dignity throughout this entire ordeal. You know, I can tell from your phone conversation with your daughter that you're a dedicated professional and mother.
She's my world. Everything I do is for her.
It shows. And you know, speaking of your work, you mentioned you're in marketing?
Yes, I'm a senior marketing executive, specialized in brand strategy and campaign development.
Well, as it happens, we're actually looking to revamp our marketing approach, particularly around diversity and inclusion initiatives. Would you be interested in a consulting opportunity with our marketing department?
Are you serious?
I'm completely serious. Based on how you've conducted yourself today, I think you'd bring exactly the kind of perspective and professionalism we need. The consulting work could potentially lead to a permanent executive position if things work out well.
Mr. Morrison, I don't know what to say. This has turned from the worst flight experience of my life into potentially the best thing that's ever happened to my career.
Well, you deserve it. Talent and character like yours shouldn't be wasted. Listen, this has my direct line. Call me next week and we'll set up a meeting to discuss the details.
Thank you so much. This is incredible.
I should be thanking you. Today, you helped me identify a serious problem in our company culture, and you've shown me the kind of person we should be hiring, not firing.
I can't wait to call my daughter and tell her about this. She's gonna be so excited.
I'll tell her mom is a hero. Not everyone would have handled that with such dignity.
I will. And Mr. Morrison?
Please, call me Richard.
Richard, thank you for proving that there are still people in positions of power who will do the right thing when they see injustice.
Have an excellent flight, Carla, and I look forward to working with you.
This is definitely going to be a flight to remember. Wait till she hears about this. Hey, baby, guess what? You're not going to believe this. Mommy got a new job.